It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
To throw now on first down. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
46-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Cairo Santos.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Bosher set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Burrow tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or two short. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
By the Browns.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Goal, Cleveland.
That one goes for 30 yards. They'll run with Chubb, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Bengals' 6-yard line.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 6 yards away. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Mixon with a first down carry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Max Crosby. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And his pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
48-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. This is taken at the 15. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
First down, Browns.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 17-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
A toss play to Chubb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Third down.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
First and goal.
Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. His pass caught at the 4. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. What the bank judge right there to say incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 19-yard line.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Burrow will throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off near the 42. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 20.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble, because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
3rd down and 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Logan Wilson, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
And goal.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dante Fowler picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Makes the score.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's That's a sack. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. On second down, Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Santos on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
2nd down.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And now here is another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Browns drive about to get started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And got his man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30.
And again, it's Chubb. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
What we got? What we got?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Dante Fowler getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fielded just inside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Burrow on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Now's the time. Don't give him nothing.
Today's final score, Browns 30, Bengals nothing.